There is a project on the Cardano ecosystem that is about to create an amazing buying opportunity, guys, an altcoin that you may be wanting to look into, possibly pulling the trigger and buying it. If you guys like that kind of content, consider smacking that subscribe button. And if you're feeling generous today, smack that like button. So without further ado, let's just get right on in it. On the good old tweeters from Cardstarter, at Cardstarter on tweeters, says, "Dear Cardstarter community, the Matrix Swap IDO unlock will happen on September 18th, 8 a.m. PST time. The R1, R2, that's round 1, round 2, bulk unlock will occur randomly within 24-hour period following." Guys, we got to go hit up the Medium, the Cardstarter Medium, see exactly what's going on there. Guys, back on June 11th, they offered the pre-sale investors the option to delay the release of their vested tokens until Cardano's maiden launch or receive their tokens with a 50% burn penalty. This resulted in 369,000 tokens, which is about 40% permanently removed from circulation, and 92,000 tokens, which is 10%, tokens redistributed proportionally to anyone who staked their cards on the Cardstarter platform as a one-time reward at that time. But the good old juicy details, though, is Cardano's upcoming smart contracts upgrade. Of course, it already launched September 12th. So we have now locked in the dates of vested card tokens to our pre-sale users. As promised, round 1 and round 2 users who opted for the adjusted schedule will receive all of their tokens in a single release. The Matrix Swap IDO unlock will happen on September 18th, 8 a.m. PST time. The R1, R2 bulk unlock will occur randomly within 24-hour period following. Why did I just repeat that end part again? Because guys, that's really super duper important. The whole idea is that we're going to see a bunch of cards being released within 24 hours after the Matrix Swap IDO. That right there could put a little bit of dampening on the card's price. We'll hit up the price later. We're going to check out what's going on with cards. What price did these private investors get into in just 1 second. Heading over to cardstarter.io, we're going to hit up their white paper, which is a one pager right here. They make things really freaking small. I want to hit up the tier system real quick, and we're going to hit up the initial distribution model. So a little bit of zoomage for Becky in the back. We've got to scroll over. Introducing Cardstarter. Cardstarter tier system, guys. They have a tier system right here. They go over this, like if you have 500 cards, you get the deuces, jacks, 1,500, which by the way, I did some mathematics. If you want to get to the jacks, this is about $21,000 at the current price of cards. So it's a pretty steep buy right there. Queens, kings, aces, jokers, they actually updated a little bit here, guys. 100 will get you for singles. Of course, deuces, they now have the trips for 1,000. So they did make it a little more user-friendly when the price of cards went up. It's kind of cool to see, but it's still expensive, guys. The Ethereum fees are ridiculous. So even if you're messing with less than 1,000 cards, it may not be worth it unless the IDO does like 100x. So just keep that in mind. Heading back over here, guys, we scroll down to the initial distribution model. So round 1 and round 2, as you can see, round 1, round 2, let's hit that up. So there was 2 million cards at 10 cents per token, capped at 5,000 per person for round 1. The vesting was at 10% at TGE, 22.5% per month for 4 months. Keep in mind that they changed the whole vesting thing. It was back in June, either you had the option to get it all with a 50% burn or wait till smart contracts launch, which we know smart contracts launched. Round 2, they had 3 million cards at 15 cents per token, capped at $2,500 per person, vesting the same thing there, but guys, same thing. They had the option to burn or get it on smart contract launch. So guys, the point is though, they got in for 10 cents or 15 cents. Round 1 to round 2, 15 cents. That's really freaking low when the price of Cardstarter is $14.82, currently up 7% for the day. But that's a massive gain right there. Even with the Cardstarter price being down, because look, back in the peak, it double topped right there around $80 per cards. Even with it being down at $14, they're still getting a good deal. Now, of course, one may argue and say, hey, let's go over to the tiers. Maybe they're at a King's tier with 9,000 cards and they want to up it to 16,000 cards for the King of Clubs to get a higher allocation for IDOs, because that's how it works. Each tier right here, you'll get a higher allocation to the IDOs that they offer, which, guys, they don't have any live ones right now, but these are some previous ones they have done. War mobile token, guys, I'm definitely bullish on that, so stay tuned for that. We see Jero did 100x off launch. Charlie Theory did very well as well. Usually the IDO price is the floor price, so just keep that in mind, guys. It's pretty exciting. But the whole point though, these IDOs, in order to get into the IDOs, you have to lock your cards up for 7 days. So that right there means that for 7 days, these people cannot sell their cards. And if we're going over to see the one pager again, scrolling up here, some people have 9,000 cards. Some people are locked up for 16,000 cards for 7 days. You know, some only have 500, some only have 100, but that's cards that's being locked up. So just keep that in mind. I want to reiterate though, the private investors got in really, really low. Look at the price now, $14. The whole point of saying this though, is I expect they're probably going to dump the price. Going down to the price action of cards, we have seen, let's go back to last month, a nice downward trend here. People are anticipating a dump. Why? From the round 1 and round 2 investors. They got in at 10 cents and 15 cents. So of course, they're probably going to sell. Even if the thing's at $12, they're probably going to take some money off the table. At least that's my speculation. Of course, we will not see until September 18th / September 19th once they actually get them unlocked. Be curious, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. But look, the price action has gone down. We're starting to reverse, see if it'll come back up. But I would not be surprised to see a further dump. And you may be like, homie, why are you making a video about an altcoin to buy when you're saying it's going to go down? The reason why I'm making this video, because it's probably going to go down. And when things dump down, that creates a buying opportunity. That's where the money's really made. The money's made in the bear market. When things are down, it's boring, it's dead. It's like, nobody wants to buy it. There's like no liquidity. You have to market buy. That's when the money is made, because you hold all that throughout the bull run. But guys, we see an opportunity in the bull run that this thing's going to dump. This thing's going to dump most likely. There's a high probability, because initial investors, they're going to want to lock in some gains, bro. They're going to want to get some gains. I'm not saying they're going to sell all of it, but I would not be surprised to at least see some of the price fall. Guys, people know this is going to happen. People have already dumped their cards. You can see that. They've dumped their cards. They're waiting for a dump because they're ready to buy. So on the flip side, though, there's people on the sidelines that probably have USDT, probably have Ethereum ready to go buy this thing when it does dump. So maybe we won't see as big of a dump as I'm expecting. But keep in mind, though, watch Bitcoin. Got to watch what Bitcoin's doing. If Bitcoin's pushing 53,000, I would expect cards not to dump as much. I still expect a little bit of a dump, but not as much. But if Bitcoin's dumping, testing that 42, 43K region, even if we're just testing it, I expect cards to fall down a little bit more than it would if we were pushing 53. Now, if Bitcoin breaks that major support in that region of 42, 43, well, cards are unlocked around the same time. That right there could cause a bloodbath for cards. But once again, what is a bloodbath for you? It is an opportunity. You want to switch the mindset of a dump is actually a good thing. You want to get in there or buy some coins on the cheap. And when things are pumping and going crazy, the good old euphoria, when you see things making all-time high after all-time high after all-time high, hundreds of percent up, that's when you want to take some money off the table, start dollar cost averaging out. And maybe, just maybe, you want to buy a bunch of cards so you can tier up and start getting in on some of these IDOs. So just keep that in mind. Just hitting up the major points here, guys. IDOs will require a 7-day lock on cards. So keep that in mind. That's a crunch on the circulating supply at that moment in the short term. But watch for when they start launching projects weekly. Then if people want to get in every single IDO every single week, that means 7 days locked, another 7 days locked, another 7 days locked. Right now, they don't have any live. I'm speculating that's probably because of the R1, R2 unlock. They probably just don't want to mess things up with, they're probably expecting price action to fall. That's kind of why they're giving you guys a little warning. Guys, once again, the private investors, they got in for 10 cents per cards for round 1 and 15 cents for round 2. Absolutely insane. So just keep that in mind. And I want to reiterate that watch for this dump, watch for the price action to fall. And that doesn't mean that this is bad. Don't get scared. It's a good buying opportunity if you believe in the future of Cardstarter, if you like it. Of course, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you an opportunity that looks like there could be some money to be made in this little bloodbath that should be coming. So just keep that in mind. Guys, you want to buy low, sell high. It's as simple as that. I talk about it all the time on the lives. But it's hard to execute because right now people are fearful with cards because it's going down, currently going up a little bit, but just keep that in mind. And we do want to see the market cap. It has a $72 million market cap. So it's not one of those micro gems that has like a $1 million market cap, but it's also not like pumping up to $1 billion. So just keep that in mind. This thing does have room to grow. We'll see how far it goes and we shall go from there. Just want to leave you guys with a note that guys, their C swap, which is their DEX, they're merging with Sunday swap. There's a lot of lack of detail. details, but it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So you can also do a little bit of research on that. If you guys are interested in seeing some dexes on Cardano, let me know down below. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you this Cardstarter. Guys, this seems like an opportunity. The price will probably end up falling down, which that creates you an opportunity to buy and then capitalize on that, because when the thing pumps back up, because the R1, R2 investors dumped, then hey, guess what? You should be sitting on some good bags. But as always, guys, we'll see how it actually plays out. That's my speculation. That's personally what I believe will happen. I'd love to know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below, and let's get the discussion going. But as always, guys, I will see you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Monday to Friday on the live. So put on those post notices, smash the subscribe button, smack that like button, and let me know what you think about Cardstarter. Are you guys bullish? Are you guys bearish? What is going on there? But as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And until then, may the gains be with you.